Welcome back to another episode of the Pod Gods. I'm your host, Jake L, and I don't have a hole in my stomach today. I made a video for Edge.
My name's Brady, part of the Prestige Real Estate team, Obvious Real Estate, Guardians of the Galaxy, Fantasy Football, Synergy. We have a very special guest today, part of Obvious Real Estate, Mr. Nathan Atkinson.
Woo!
That's me. Do I intro now?
Yeah, dude, whatever you want.
I'm just a guy that sells houses.
That was simple.
I like that.
That was
Humility
way
to the
better
point.
than Brady.
Take time to be brief.
Somebody write that down.
Did-
That's good.
That's
Who said
on my
that?
line.
Who said that?
AJ House.
AJ. I think he said that on this podcast.
Is that Motion Magic guy?
No, that's AJ Pedersen.
Oh, okay.
No, AJ Hofstetter, branding guy, had a really cool
Oh, yeah. I like him. He was really good.
numbers doesn't equate to enough or something like that, or numbers will never be enough or something like that.
Yeah.
That
he was-
documentary he's coming out with.
I love numbers.
He was
You
really good.
you
will
are
always
in
be
numbers,
enough. I
but
know,
I
it's
think it's
weird.
like along with money because he's like doing a documentary about this billionaire, but his family's all passed away, and he's like, no matter how much money I have, I'll never feel like I am happy because I don't have my family around me anymore.
That's so sad.
Powerful.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to actually see that documentary. But let's also talk about a documentary about your life.
We're gonna make a documentary.
Right now, right
should.
here, this is it. This is going to be the script. So let's start from the beginning. In the womb, where were you?
And my mom, obviously.
Well, in your dad, then in your mom.
Well, yeah. Well, I was always in my mom, you know. Because what's the thing? It's like you're in your grandma.
You were in your grandma?
Well,
What'd you
know,
say?
like
Whoa.
Okay.
Pause.
Let's start over.
Well,
Nathan Atkinson.
I was in my grandma.
Clip it.
Don't clip that. No, because like what? A woman's born with all of her eggs, so you're in your grandma at some point.
Oh,
The
he
egg
is.
isn't you, though. You're the sperm.
But
Oh, really?
you're
Yeah.
both.
The egg is the
You
thing
can't.
that...
You can't become a person without the egg,
well, of course.
and you can't become a person without the sperm.
But the
you
sperm
need
is
both.
the body.
You need the ball sack,
Well,
and
you need both.
the egg.
Yes.
You need both. So you can't
Just
just
the
say
ball sack.
But you
because
aren't-
if he didn't have the egg, he still wouldn't be here. So yes, he's right. He was in
But
his
you need
grandmother.
food, but that doesn't mean you're food.
Food.
But I'm just saying, just because you need something to be something doesn't mean you are something.
We need water, and we're water. 70%.
Yeah, but... Well, okay, then what
Yeah,
about
idiot.
a cheeseburger?
With
then
no
you could
cheese.
argue
have to
that
have some of
you're...
the same atoms as a cheeseburger, right?
I don't
some
think...
of the same.
I'm with Nathan on this one.
That's fine. That's all right. Let's move past this. Let me know in the comments. I swear to God, I'm right.
All right, so life story. Now? You gave me this blank stare, and I was like, "Fuck, what do I do now?"
Yeah. So where did you grow up? Where were you born? Did you always live there? Did you move around a lot? What was childhood like?
So I was born in Edina, unfortunately.
Let's
my
go.
fuck! Really? I'm so done.
So I was born in the hospital there, but
Southdale?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
He's like, same, bro.
Dude.
we're like womb brothers. No, so I was born there, and then my dad lived in Bloomington, so lived there with my mom and my dad until I was about just before I turned 3. Then my parents split, so then I lived in a few different places with my mom, and then eventually we settled in Maple Grove. We were there 4 until 8, 7 or 8, and then moved to Oak Grove where my mom still lives, so kind of had a room there, been living there since 2008, 2009-ish. So that's kind of where most of my growing up happened. Went to St. Francis High School, was at Cedar Creek elementary school, 3rd grade, went all the way up and did the St. Francis thing. It's a terrible school. Don't go there.
Why? Why is it terrible?
It just kind of it's kind of grubby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's like holes in the wall when
Oh.
I was there, just kind of weird, just a weird crew of kids.
Okay.
Jake would have no idea what that is because he
How
went
many
to
pools
Edina.
did you have?
None.
Hold on.
No
How many
pool,
pools did Edina have?
No turf field.
8?
No, you did not. How
I
many?
think there was one. I think that we had to that they had to share with like the middle school. But
We don't even have like a swim and dive team.
what
or
was your
anything.
class like? How big was the class?
Like 330.
Oh, okay, so that's not bad.
Decent size.
Yeah.
Decent size.
Decent.
What'd your mom do for work?
She's an accountant.
Oh, nice.
Or now it's like called controller, so she's like the head accountant, and the accountants like report to her.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Do you have siblings?
Mm-hmm. I have a half brother and then 2 step siblings, brother, sister.
Okay.
So I'm the oldest. All of our birthdays fall. So my mom's stepdad and 3 siblings, all of our 6 birthdays fall between April 11th and June 23rd, which is kind of crazy.
Expensive couple months.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I'm turning 24. My sister will turn 21.
Ooh.
My other brother's turning 18, and then the other brother's turning 16.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
So pivotal years.
You guys
for
all
of
live
them.
together?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I live on my own now. Sister's in Phoenix, and then the 2 brothers are at home.
Oh, okay.
But one of them, he's going to St. Thomas, so I don't know if he's going to live at home or go to the dorms or what that all looks like.
Are
for him.
dorms are pretty expensive, right?
I
Fucking
think
dude.
Is
so.
that part of your scholarship?
It's like the cost
Everything
of-
is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's like the cost of an apartment, right? Like it's
Yeah,
kind of
but it's like you can get your grants and
Oh, sure. That makes
student
sense.
loans can pay for all that stuff. So
Do you still talk to your dad?
not really.
Not
no.
really? Okay.
No, we haven't really had a relationship since for like 5 years now. It's kind of it's complex, but I guess to summarize it, I realized that every time we interacted, I was just left not feeling good about myself.
Sure.
And so we just kind of had like a falling out, and then just since then, it hasn't really been much contact. So
What feeling? Like just not fulfilled? Or like what feeling did you, not to get too deep, but I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
I mean, it's been a while, but just kind of like he would get these ideas in his head that I was off like being a shit kid and doing things.
Oh.
He'd be like, "You're doing this." And I'd be
Yeah.
like,
Projecting
No.
almost?
Yeah.
Was he like not a great kid or did he, who knows?
I guess I don't really know.
Yeah.
I think he, I know he was like a sick kid and he had like issues from that. Like he was in the hospital a lot when he was younger. Then like he didn't get along with his mom very well. So I don't know like the full picture.
Yeah.
He never really talked about his past like too much, but I kind of picked up little
Sure.
bits and pieces.
Yeah. Where'd we leave off? I guess we're kind of, what was school like for you? You have a big group of friends or?
Yeah, I kind of like bounced around between like a few different groups because I played soccer and ran track.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you're with the soccer guys like one trimester, then you're with
Oh, sure.
kind of other people one try, then you're with the track guys for one try. So just kind of like bounced around. But I mean, high school was fun. Like it was easy enough to get through, you know, like
What kind of grades?
I had like a 3.75, I think.
Okay.
way better than Jake.
Way better.
What was yours?
2.
It's a great question. Probably not even a 2.
I think mine was like a 3.75, 3.8, something like that. So
I was trying to dump. What is this?
you just are,
Idiot?
yeah.
Fuck.
Did you go to college?
College. I started college for a couple weeks and then
I beat you there.
stopped going. Yeah.
Beat you there.
I was working at Home Depot at the time, and then this lady who was like my pseudo like mom, she's like the caretaker there, like convinced me to sign up for college. I'm like, oh, I'll do it. And then it started, and I was like, I don't know what to do, where to go.
This sucks.
Yeah, this sucked. Like I just didn't know anything about it. My mom didn't go to college. I didn't have siblings. Didn't even know my class. I knew my classes, but I didn't know where they were on campus. So I was just like,
What college?
North Hennepin
Tech.
something. Yeah, I don't know.
For what?
Just generals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Not
let's,
good.
let's go back to the better
No,
story.
hold on.
College.
Yeah, college. I went to a small school called Viterbo.
Called what?
The Turbo.
Viterbo.
Oh, the turbo. That was
Turbo.
the turbo.
Oh, no, Viterbo. It's spelled like Viterbo,
Okay.
It is,
but
yeah.
it's not pronounced like that for whatever reason. So it's La Crosse, Wisconsin, like a small city, fun city, if you're 21 plus or
Yeah.
have a fake.
Yeah.
They held the record for the most bars on one street. It was like 26 bars on 3rd
Holy
Street at one point in
shit.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you look up bars, I probably showed you this, but if
Yeah.
you look up bars and you like do downtown, it's like just maps everywhere.
Neighbors of each
Yeah.
other. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't think you can be more than like half a mile away from a bar there.
Really?
Even in the bluffs, like in the hills, there's a bar up there, Alpine Inn.
Are they those like little, like no windows, hole in the bar kind of bars? Or are they like big? You know what I'm talking about?
Like shitty dive bars.
Yeah, and like St. Paul and like yeah.
Damn,
like
hey,
the whole
don't
town.
shit on St. Paul.
I love the. No, I lived in St. Paul for years. Like I like those kind of bars, but were they like those?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice and cheap.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can get drunk for so cheap there. Like, I think I went one day and we got, like, 4 double whatevers and 4 this and that, and it was, like, $35.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
that's crazy.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous. Did they have penny pitchers? Because that's what always fucked us up in Winona was we'd get, you could get a pitcher for a penny.
A penny.
Yeah. Show up with like $1 in pennies and you could be absolutely
What?
annihilated.
How do they even like?
It was like
make-
one day a week. It was like
How do
Tuesday
they make
penny
money though?
pitchers.
Just food?
Well, it's like a bunch of the guys are, but the girls are like, give me a fucking double shot of.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? So they're still making money that way.
Yeah, true.
And it
place-
brings in a lot of people.
I'm sure it's packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
That's sick.
the fish bowl. You get like a fish bowl full of beer.
Beer. I always get it where they, like, pour, like, vodka and, like, flavoring and shit like that in there. Then you have,
Yeah.
like, the fun
Oh
little bowl.
yeah. Fuck, what was it? Oh,
So you played soccer
I did.
at college.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
And track. It didn't love the coach. He was kind of a dick.
Felt.
Not kind of, definitely a dick.
why was he a dick?
He just didn't like me for whatever reason. So I'm dairy free, and I had like shin splints or like stress fractures.
Oh, those
like
hurt
some
so
bone
bad.
thing. And he came up to me at practice one day and he goes, "You need to drink more milk. That's why you're having issues. You need more calcium in your diet." And he it was like a 10-minute
Such a
conversation.
'90s like thought process.
Yeah, he's like 30. Like
Yeah.
he graduated college like 2 years before he started coaching.
Oh, jeez.
So dude's like 26.
Yeah.
telling, like a 18-year-old, you need to drink milk.
That to a person who can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
I'll
I get
piss
enough
out my
calcium.
ass.
Calcium's in like dairy-free products too, so
Yeah.
it's not like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Like I think almond milk has more calcium than milk.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
needs to drink
shin
some
splints are
fucking
the
almond milk.
fucking worst. It's like you can't even walk or like bend your foot without
Yeah.
like I don't know. It sucks.
I also tore my MCL, which fucking sucked.
What is the MCL?
That one.
Oh,
And the ACL's the outer one, right?
I think ACL's like goes over the top.
Oh, fuck. What was that
Yeah.
like?
I couldn't walk for like months. I was on crutches for a while.
Do you have to get surgery for that? No.
Kind of somewhat healed on its own. Like once you tear a ligament, it'll never be the same,
Right.
unfortunately. So like I have knee pain
Forever.
like an old person. Yeah.
Have you seen the guys, like the big weightlifting guys that tear a pec?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh,
after
God.
there's just a like line right there of like no muscle. It's just
Yeah, or when they tear their bicep and it goes to
yeah.
their shoulder.
Yeah. I think this guy, this like nutritionist bodybuilder guy, Greg Doucette, I think he tore his bicep. And it's so now his like bicep is like up here. It's like, oh,
No thanks.
fucking, yeah.
Moving too much weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not enough.
Yeah. What a pussy.
It's probably too much.
Probably. You're not lifting enough weight, your bicep tore. What did you do for work?
Growing up
Yeah.
before real estate.
I didn't. Like I was just busy with sports all the time, so I just never really had
Didn't have
time for a
time?
job. Never really had the desire, I guess, which is weird. Like
don't
I
wanna
think a lot
work.
of times when people don't work, it's like, oh, like you're not building your work ethic.
Right.
But like I was doing that in sports, and I just kind of
Practice
saw that
and-
like as my job.
Yeah.
At that time, and then once I got to college, did the whole thing, and then COVID hit. Then I decided I wasn't going back to college. Then I got 2 jobs. And
Oh, yeah. I forget about
worked
COVID.
those. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was right during my freshman year. So
Yeah.
like I got to college and I didn't love it to begin with, and then I tore my MCL, and I was like, well, there goes sports.
That's God being like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Did you think before that you were going to go pro or that, like, was your goal, like, while playing soccer to go pro or do something with it?
Yeah, like I thought it would be like super cool to go to Europe and play.
Oh, yeah.
Like I think
In the club?
I just always set the bar very high, so I don't know like how realistic that is until, I guess you don't really know till you get there, but There's definitely a goal, but I think I just set the bar really high and try to achieve and see what I can do.
I mean, a lot of successful people, it's like you almost have to be a little bit delusional to think like, you can make it that far because it's such a low percentage of people. So is real estate your first job?
Well, I worked two jobs.
Okay.
So I worked at a pizza place, Marco's Pizza, and then I worked at a golf course.
Okay. What did you do, I guess, at both?
What golf course?
It's called Fox Hollow, but not the one that you
Different
know.
one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fox
I was like,
Hollow and
what?
Lacrosse. Yeah.
Is it a chain?
No.
Oh, it just happens to be the same name?
Yeah.
Just a one-off.
Oh, okay.
Random golf course.
What did you do there?
I was a line cook. So like COVID hit, I had 0 job experience. So I applied to like 50 jobs and got like 3 answers.
Oh.
I like interviewed at Red Lobster, didn't get hired there. Then I went to Marco's and I was like, all right, like I'm ready to interview. Like this will be it. I'm going to get this job. And then the guy like walks behind the counter, slaps down a sheet of paper and says, we're hiring any drivers with a clean driving record. Fill this out and we'll get you hired. And I was like, cool.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy enough. So I got that job. I delivered pizzas for a couple weeks.
Did you like it? Like, what was that?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was a good time. One guy, I'm debating if I want to say this. I got like a dab as a tip on one of my
Wait, say it
deliveries.
again?
A guy gave me a dab for a tip on a delivery.
A dab as in like a hit of
Yeah.
weed? Okay.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I would be so
He
scared
invited
driving
me
after
in,
that.
right? So I came to the door and I knock on the door. He's like, you smoke weed? You want a dab? And I was like,
Sure.
okay. And then I like went into his apartment, sat down. He's like, I'll be right back. Runs upstairs.
I would have been like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
It was crazy. There was like 5, 6 people in there. They're like, who is this kid?
Yeah.
Like, why is he here? Like, they're all like 5 years older than me.
I'm like, I'm just the pizza guy.
Yeah, just sitting in my like uniform with my hat on, like just.
I
checking
can
out
just
my
picture
phone.
Nathan, like, he's so, like, quiet.
Nonchalant.
Yeah.
Just,
Hey,
here we
guys.
go.
I didn't make a single noise. I was just sitting there. I was like, fuck, what do I do?
Yeah.
And then he came down and
Came down.
you guys
and it,
blazed
like,
up. And
Yeah, because when you see a dab for the first time, it's crazy.
Intimidating.
It's very intimidating.
Yeah.
The
The torch and, like, yeah.
What is this? Is this hard drugs?
Yeah.
Like, kind of like that. But took the dab, had a good time.
Was that the first time taking a dab?
Mhm.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
Did you just go to the moon?
Yeah, I went to the moon.
Yeah.
Got there, got back to the store, and was just like washing dishes. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
This is enjoyable for
Yeah.
once.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, just monotony of doing dishes. Feels like an eternity when you're high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you did that for a couple weeks, you said?
Yeah, then they wanted me to be the shift lead. So then I was just working in the store, figured out how to make pizzas. I made a lot of pizza. Worked there for
That
like
makes
6
sense.
months after that. Yeah, like one day I remember I had, I think the hospital ordered like 20 pizzas for lunch.
Jesus.
And I just like made that all at once.
Yeah.
damn.
That would happen to us at Subway, too. There'd be like, you get those huge, long subs, and
You would work at Subway.
I've worked at two different Subways. But yeah, so then the manager has to come in at like 4 a.m. to start like assembling these subs, and it's just, yeah, not for me. When did you start in real estate?
November of 2020. So I had started mid 2020 is when I got the 2 jobs and started working. I knew I wanted to do something like real estate or insurance, kind of something like that. And then
How did you know that you wanted? Sorry to interrupt. How did you know that you wanted to do that?
real estate was one because when I was like my last trimester of high school, like I didn't have a whole lot going on. And like every night I would just like scroll Zillow and just like look at houses.
Yeah.
And it started with the like $5 million houses. Then it turned into the $1 million houses. Then it just turned into like kind of any house, just checking it out just to look at it. Then I found the Bigger Pockets podcast and learned about investing. Then that got me really excited.
Yeah.
So going into college, I was trying to convince my mom, like, buy this duplex for $120. I'll
Okay,
live
yeah.
in one side and rent out the other side for $1,000, and like you'll get all the money and it'll be like a good thing. And she was like, no, I lived through 2009. Like, that's
Sure,
bad.
yeah.
I can't do real estate.
Every like early 20-year-old though, actually even 30, like has the same, and they see a podcast and the guy on there that breaks it down so simply, like just buy this, rent out the other side, stay there for a year, then sell yours or rent out your side, buy another one, and like rinse and repeat for 10 years. And all of a sudden you're a millionaire. And it's like, oh, I wish. It sounds so easy that, yeah.
It is. When you work with
Hold on,
us.
you're telling me I can do that?
It is when you work with the obvious choice.
So your mom said like, fuck no. Like,
Basically.
Yeah.
And now that duplex would be worth like 250
Of course,
to 300.
right? Yeah.
And you'd be just printing money with it.
yeah. Did you start right away at like then the Tyler Miller team? Or where did you
No.
start?
I was in lacrosse, so I started with Century 21 affiliated, and I was like 19 when I got my license. Didn't have like a whole lot of guidance. Didn't really know what was what. Kind of how to do things, and I stumbled into selling 2 houses, but that was it in like a year and a half there, and things just weren't going well. I had to go start bartending towards the end. I was like, oh, like I maybe suck at this. Like, this isn't good.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was going to get into real estate and, like, just sell houses right away.
People are just going to come knocking on your door.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen that way.
Isn't that
Especially
crazy?
when you're, like, 19 and, like, I'm in a city I'm not from. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
adults here. Like, I know 19-year-olds here.
Yeah.
So that was difficult. And then I just decided, like, I'll move home and give it another crack and just see what I can figure out. So I saw a bunch of real estate teams, and I saw Tyler's profile and
On what, Facebook or LinkedIn or something?
Realtor.com.
Oh, okay.
And it like really stood out to me. So I was like, I'll email this guy, give it 24 hours. If I don't get a response, then I've got the next 6 lined up.
Yeah.
Well, he responded right away. He's like, I'm actually looking to grow my team. I was like, awesome.
And this was when?
Probably, when did I join? Must have been 2021 at some point.
Okay.
End of 2021.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I started at Edge. I started at Edge as a loan officer. I guess I'm technically still a loan officer, but when I was like being interviewed, kind of Tom, the owner, he kind of sold me the same. It's like, I thought people are going to come to me just like immediately, Jake, I need a loan. Jake, I need a loan. But yeah, it's way more than that. It's
a lonely
networking,
world.
reaching out. Yeah, it's like you
Is that a pun?
marketing yourself.
No,
What'd you say?
It's a lonely world.
It is. It
I
is.
said
Yeah.
That's a pun. Loan officer, lonely.
Just take credit for that.
That was what I was going
He
for.
can't help himself.
Totally playing.
Anyways, yeah, I could definitely relate to that.
Now you're killing it.
Trying to stay busy.
Yeah.
What does your week look like then? Like, are you a social media guy?
I should be. I
Okay.
really should be.
Yeah.
I'm not. I met with Maddie B here, and we're gonna try to
Fix
got
and
like
flip?
a social media. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna try to kind of record flips and stuff like that. I just bought a house that I'm working on rehabbing. So
Really?
I should do some video on that.
Where?
Yeah. Fridley. So
Oh,
right on the
okay.
Fridley New Brighton border. So I live
Okay.
in New Brighton right now. Stinson is the dividing line, and I live on McKinley, which is 1 block over.
Got it. Okay. What is it? 2-bedroom? What is?
3-bed, 2-bath.
What's the address?
Yeah. How much was it? If you don't mind me-
263.
263.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I got a $8,000 concession.
Okay. Sweet.
So
Plus your commission.
I didn't take commission on it. They were
Okay.
posting at 255. They're like, add your commission on it. So it was an off-market sale. So that's how I just saw it in a group chat one day. I went, I want that.
How is it?
It's a
Beat
lot
up.
of work right now. Like I've
Yeah.
had it for a week, so like.
Oh, you've only had it for a week.
Yeah, everything's
Oh.
sanded down. Like there's holes in the wall. Like,
You're living there though, right?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I've got 5 more weeks at my apartment. So
Yeah.
I go
May as
back
well
and
stay
forth.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, like I go back and forth trying to like, cause all the sanding and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want all my stuff there when I'm
Breathing
doing
in
that.
the. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's
How's it
something-
going?
It's work, but I like it. Like it's kind of fun, and I'm at a point where like probably a week and a half from now I'll start seeing a lot of changes because now it's like there's so much trim in that house. There's so much wood that it's taking me.
I fucking hate you, Jake.
Sorry.
Get a little bit closer.
There we go.
Talking to it like
No,
that.
you're good.
Fucking dick.
No, there's so much wood in the house that it's taking me like ages to get it all sanded down to the point
Yeah.
where I'm like, is it worth it?
You're sanding it to restain it or what? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's kind of beaten up and they've got like nicks and stuff in it. And I restained part of it and it looks really nice. It's just super tedious, like taking off all that like stain and the, why can't I think of it? Like the
Layers
the
of
coating
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
outside.
Where did you?
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you have a bunch of savings that you
Dude,
Like, over the years?
he's been killing it in real estate.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I literally don't
Like,
know anything about it.
2 or 3 on the team, right?
2.
Well,
One
yeah.
behind. Well, I don't know where Anessa is, but I was 1 behind you last meeting, but then Anessa's like, I'm turning in a couple.
3 now.
3 behind you now. Damn.
I got 2 more.
I didn't know that. Like, how do you? Sorry, I didn't, like where?
You're really good at that. No, I'm just fucking with you.
No, but yeah, really though. Where are you finding your leads? Or like,
Last 2 were open houses. 1 was a guy who reached out on Instagram, team lead, past clients. Those are kind of like the last few I've had.
Yeah.
I'll be
almost signed-
honest. His cold calling, incredible. Like
Really?
I
you're
bet.
really good at calling.
Thank you.
And having genuine conversations with
Yeah.
people. He's like, if you get a cold call from Nathan, it's like, oh, this guy is like genuinely wanting to help me right now.
to
It's
see how
like,
I'm actually doing?
yeah, and that's
Appreciate
that's what makes you stand out, and that's where I'm like, I tell Jack and Tyler Cott, I'm like, just listen to some of his conversations, and he's just chill. You never are real emotional, high or low. You're just keeping people calm, and that's what people need in real estate transactions. Like,
I think I said that to you too. I was like, Nathan, and what's the other guy's name? Oh, I know his name. I just can't. Anyways, I was saying how like you're the most like authentic,
Yeah.
and like chill. Like,
Nick,
like
Nick Bach.
no. Oh well, yeah, he is. I love Nick too, but yeah, I guess I never even knew like how well people are doing at Obvious Real Estate. I don't
Well,
know.
obviously, we're doing pretty good.
Nice.
It's
Do you
hard
want to
to
turn the camera on enough? I feel like it's been like 40 minutes. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
It's like
You have to do it every 40 minutes?
Every 20,
30.
30?
Yeah, 29 minutes and 59 seconds.
But now we got 2
Wow.
other cameras to make sure if that one dies, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you love most about real estate? Like as of now?
It's a challenge. I think that's probably the biggest thing is that it's like I really like helping people, but there's certain days where it's like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
this is getting to be a lot. And I think like for me inherently, like if you take out the kind of other people aspect, because like I said, I love helping other people. I love helping them get from point A to point B, whether that be how do I invest and make money, or I'm getting foreclosed on, help, or even
sure.
just I want to move. So I really like that part. But then for me inherently, like it's kind of this challenge, like you're building a business. And that's what I try to look at my real estate business as is I'm not like a realtor. I'm not just a guy selling houses. I'm trying to build an actual business. So for me, a lot more of what I want to do this year, probably once I finish my house, because that's taking up all my money, is to kind of start running Google ads and things like that where I'm like generating business and I have outbound business and I can kind of turn on or off that dial. Because if I have like with our Google DL leads, like if I can put something in place where I'm getting 10 leads a week, then I could turn that up and spend twice as much and get 20 leads a week, or I can turn that off and get no leads a week.
Yeah.
So I think having something like that would be really helpful. And then like my aspirations outside of real estate is to eventually own businesses. So like kind of viewing real estate as a business and growing it as such should then lead to like learning enough that I can go apply that to other avenues.
Yeah.
I love that.
Can we do a fake cold call?
That's crazy.
Like I'm a
That is
client.
wild.
It's not that crazy.
I feel like we did
Ring,
this
ring,
with TK.
It's like a Tom
did it?
Ferry podcast.
Yeah, no, it is.
Are-
And Jake, let me just preference this to everybody.
Nothing
This is-
about real estate.
This is the most we've ever talked about real estate on this podcast.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
And it's our life. This is what I
Yeah.
do all day, every day is real estate. So I'm like, yeah.
I
all right.
literally know nothing, like genuinely almost, maybe a little bit more than the average person about real estate.
Oh,
or
you
loans.
know more than
I know,
the
but I
average
don't,
person.
I'm not in the weeds of it. So like,
Explain earnest money.
no. But like, so when you call someone though, what's your intro? How do you, because if
Well,
I
it depends. What's the source?
if I heard someone call me and ask me about anything to do with real estate, I'm like, oh, fucking, how do I get off the phone as quick as possible? How do you catch them?
If I'm calling an expired listing, which I need to do more of, it's, hey, this is Nathan with eXp Realty. Can I ask you a quick question before you hang up on me?
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Sure.
sure.
It's like, oh, you're...
Or they just hang up.
Yeah. Nope.
But then from there, it's just, I saw your home came off the market. Like, I'm just kind of curious what your future plans are. And then they say, I'm not selling, or this happened, or whatever. And then from there, you just have like a genuine conversation, like what you said. Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, dude, of course.
But I'm trying to just kind of like lean into who I am as a person and not be like, this is what I need to do to sell houses. But like I'm just kind of chill. Like, I don't really like get too bothered by things. And so like for a while, and maybe this isn't best practices, but for a while, like I used to try to like really do the objection handling and really get in there and figure out like, oh, I got to get this person to
see
my side of things and say yes. But then they'd ghost me, or like I'd have an appointment set up and they wouldn't show up. And so it's like, if I'm kind of just calling strangers and then kind of getting them to agree to something that they weren't really excited about, they're probably not going to show up to that appointment.
Yeah.
And it's just a waste of my time. So if I'm just kind of more genuine, I'm like, hey, like, do you want to move? Like, kind of what are your thoughts here? And if they're like, yes, then I attack that. But if they're like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense for me, like, call me in 6 months, I'm like, cool, I'll do that.
That's so good because
people just fight to get every appointment set for every phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like some of them are just not going to fucking do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can totally tell, like, if you're on the phone with someone, you can immediately tell if they're, like, their tone of voice, like, this isn't you. Mm-hmm. You pushing back, like, that's not, you know this is uncomfortable. You can tell by the tone of their voice that, like, this isn't you. This is, you normally wouldn't do this. You're just trying to make a sale or, like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's huge, just being genuine. Yeah.
So, Kendrick and Drake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a big one.
So you're heavy in it.
Yeah, I'm going to Kendrick's concert when he comes here in April.
Okay.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Let's start with the halftime show.
Well, should we start even further?
Said say
like,
Drake in that show. Called him out by name.
Rated
Diabolical.
0 to 10. What'd you think?
The halftime show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's my favorite halftime show I've seen.
Okay.
But also, like, I'm into rap. Like, I understand not everyone could probably understand what he's saying, or
like he would have loved to see Blink 182 up there. You know what I mean?
That would have been cool too.
Yeah,
I liked. Happen.
But I sounded like such a hater, by the way. In the clip.
Dude, you were.
I liked it, and I even rewatched it because I was like,
was it that bad?
No, the quality of the performance I just didn't think was that good, but everything else I thought was cool. It was a fun.
Who the fuck cares about the quality of the performance?
I don't know. A musician, I guess.
I feel like as far as rap performances go, that was a pretty solid one. Like,
yeah,
it's hard. It's gotta be hard to do all that. But I think like there's also like a lot of messaging in the overall thing that's kind of like Kendrick tells stories with everything he does. It's not just I'm gonna throw out words. It's I'm doing layers and layers.
So
and
many,
layers.
yeah.
And like I love just going through TikTok and just seeing people like, oh, he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that. And just kind of seeing all the like intricacies of it, because he's like he won a Pulitzer Prize for, I guess now 3 albums ago, but like that's just unheard of. Like winning a prize for poetry off of a rap album.
Yeah,
Kendrick's he's diabolical. I feel like with his lyrics, with the vibe, like it is so just majestic. Mm-hmm. Like to watch that man work in the studio would be like watching God create the world, you know?
You like rap, you said. Like do you like
Snoop
90s
Dogg?
rap? Do you like do you know Tech 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fast Rapper.
Yeah.
Worldwide Choppers.
Yeah. So you know like Kendrick's great, but there's so many
he'll never be as good as Eminem.
No, I'm not that. No. But there's so many underground rappers that I feel like could easily compete on the same level that don't get the notoriety that Kendrick does. Would you agree? And be honest. Yeah.
I would strongly disagree.
Okay.
And like I normally wouldn't, like if I'm just being honest, I feel like Kendrick is on another level. Like he's always been, the beef started because you have like a Mount Olympus, like a top 3 rappers of this generation, right. Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. And you run into that the beef started because Drake and J. Cole got on a song together, first person shooter, and they're like, we're big as a Super Bowl. We're the big, or fuck the big three. It's just us.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick's like, what the fuck? So then he puts out a feature on a diss song, or puts out a diss feature on a song, and then Drake and J. Cole get upset. They both put out a diss track. Also, have you guys
Is that
gone
where
over
s-
this?
A little bit.
Okay.
Say it again.
We've kind of gone over this a little bit.
Yeah.
I just don't want to
No.
go over things
I
the
heard.
second time.
Didn't it start even before that with just subliminals that they would hit back and forth
Yeah.
that could have been aimed at each other?
As I listen to Kendrick music, I hear things, I'm like,
Yeah.
he may have been saying that for a while.
Yeah.
Like, he's been upset with Drake for a while.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of ran in the same circle from, like, 2011 to 2013. Like, they did a song together, or maybe multiple. And then after that, I just kind of read, like, that's when the subliminals came out. That's
Sure.
kind of when Kendrick didn't really like who Drake is. And then you kind of obviously see that in the music where, you know, Kendrick put out his diss track, then Drake and J. Cole put out theirs.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole then pulled us off and was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't
This
do
ain't me.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, had a whole thing. But
Yeah.
Drake stuck with it, and then it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, posting these songs. Then Drake puts out one. Kendrick puts out, like, Not Like Us, like 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
like, right
Like, he
away.
was sitting
Yeah.
on it. Like, he made that right away when the beef started. He made 10 songs immediately and was just ready to drop them strategically.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of similar to like Pusha T and Drake when they came out with their like, because I guess Pusha T had like 3 more songs, and Prince was like, no, don't, don't release them. Like, I don't know, Jay Prince has so much power over rappers and stuff, but
I feel like Not Like Us, when that dropped, though, it was like,
Yeah, game over.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of them were
Grammys.
good. Like, I thought Kendrick, most of the songs were like really good and catchy.
both.
Yeah.
Like, both sides. Like, Drake had some good songs. Kendrick did. I was like, I love this because we're just getting bangers.
Yeah.
But then Not Like Us dropped, and everyone was just like, good
Blew him out of the
luck.
water. Like, that
Yeah.
kind of ruined Drake, I feel like.
Oh my god, it
Like,
did. And
he
then
just-
and then I feel like we went like 6 months with nothing. Like, it was
Radio
calm, and then the
silence.
Grammys hit. Fucking Not Like Us wins 5.
Yeah.
5 days later, he's performing at the Super Bowl saying "Say Drake" and just blew him up.
Yeah.
I
well,
thought it
he
was-
also dropped an album in there, too.
Kendrick,
Yeah. GNX.
Yeah.
which
Really
is
good.
great album. And Drake's album was
I heard dog shit. but
yeah.
I
That's
didn't really
you
listen to
agreed.
it.
He agreed with everybody in the TikTok comments that it was shit. He doesn't even know what it is.
The Party Next Door and Drake
The album.
collab.
man.
Yeah.
You said it was shit.
It was shit.
It is
Is it
shit.
like R&B? Or
What?
Is it R&B or is
No.
it rap?
Well, the 2 songs that I heard, it was like rap, but it was like weird. One of the songs was like not Drake. I was like, this doesn't feel like a Drake song. It just felt like it sounded like he was like mopey and sad and
He probably
I
is.
would
Dude.
be
I'd be
so.
I would
fucking
be if I
sad.
am, yeah.
oh fuck, I was gonna ask you something.
Will Drake make
Yes.
a comeback?
Yes.
Probably. Like, how do
Really?
you... How do you not? Like, for me, it's kind of weird. It just feels weird listening to his music now because it's like, wow, he got, like, just washed.
It wasn't
Yeah.
even close.
And, like, the whole, like, I don't know, is he a pedophile? Who knows?
Maybe.
Like, there's videos out there. Like, there's videos of him, like, with 17-year-old girls where he's like, oh, my God, I wish you were 18.
Yeah.
And that's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then there's the
'Cause he
video
was,
of
like,
him that
29 or
leaked of him
something.
like on his private jet with his schlong out. You guys remember that? That was like
Oh, yeah.
5 months ago.
Yeah.
I remember Tyler pulled it up at the office one day.
People need to see this.
Yeah. There was only like 3 of us in there. It was me, Max, Nate, and Tyler.
Good mix for that.
Yeah.
So what do you, timeline wise, when do you think? I think I said 2 years, I bet, and he'll come out with some. I mean, he already came out with an album, but like didn't get good. People didn't really like, even though it's #1 album in 62 countries, which is crazy. But I don't know.
Streaming, distribution.
Yeah.
Like, he has a whole machine behind him.
Yes.
Like,
So
a
does
lot-
Kendrick though. But yeah.
all those musicians, like, it's more than what the average person sees because it's all the distribution and, like,
Yeah.
going out, and, like, they have, like, I don't fully understand it, but you hear them, like, go back and forth and talk about labels and ownership and who owns the masters and all that. And I think that also plays a big role in things. I also saw, like, Drake claimed that they artificially boosted Not Like Us.
Yeah. Oh, UMG did. Yeah, that's why they're being sued. Which
Whatever.
I think
Still a good song.
he's gonna make a huge bag off that. Like they were talking, they're like maybe $1 billion.
Really.
Dude,
He has a case like that.
What?
All these
I feel like
rappers came
everyone
out and said
says
like
that.
he's
what
literally
a pussy play by Drake.
he's not
To sue?
He's not
He sued
suing
him
Kendrick.
twice.
Kendrick sued Drake, also, by the way.
For what?
This
Yeah.
was 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay, cool. 2 years ago. I don't care.
Well,
This
I'm
was
just
before the
saying-
beef.
No, it was like at the start of the beef. He sued Drake.
For what?
I
I
feel like
forgot what it was for, but
I feel like
like,
Drake's
no
suing
one-
now. It's like it's too late, dude.
people give Kendrick a pass, and I get it. He's great, but
I'm giving Kendrick
comparing
a pass.
apples to apples here, Kendrick sued Drake, but Drake is suing UMG, and people are saying he genuinely has a case, and that how he's gonna get, like, people can't even comprehend how big of a bag he's about to get if it goes, and they say like he could win.
Did you see that drone video of Drake?
Yeah, was that
Like
real?
yesterday?
Oh, where he like threw his flip flop?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah, he
Was that a
threw that
publicity
flip flop zesty. He was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it
and I'm
didn't
just
look
like,
great.
bro, not the time to be looking like that.
I thought he posted it. I thought that was a publicity.
He did
stunt.
post it too.
Oh, he did? Okay. Did you, the whole label thing and distribution and stuff. Do you know Russ? You'd know Russ.
Yeah, his whole thing, like independent, makes a lot of money because he owns everything.
He just broke down like how, like, if you pay a certain amount, you can have your song. You have to weigh out like, okay, if I pay this much, what am I going to get in return? Like, he broke it down like mathematically how you could like win. You have to have obviously a good record, but like how these artists do it, and it's just, or labels, and it's just crazy.
I think streaming is interesting where like around 2013, I think that's when Spotify came out and changed things. But up until that point, you only had you had CDs and then vinyl before that. Like you were limited.
No, cassettes.
Or yeah, cassettes and vinyls. Like you were
Yeah.
limited to how much time you could have on everything. So that's why a lot of times albums were like 13 songs.
Yeah.
So when I think of
Sure.
like a graduation, like that came out 2007, I think. Like 13 songs, and then you have bonus tracks. But now, like when Donda came out, that was like what, 30, 40 songs or something?
Yeah.
Like a shitload. And that's what happens with modern day rappers is that you need the streams because you get paid like 12 cents on a million
right.
streams or whatever it is. So you have to have like 30 songs that all do 1 million streams as opposed to 13 songs that all do whatever in sales.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I remember like even when I bought Stadium Arcadium, the Chili Peppers CD, it came with 2 CDs. And I was like, whoa, I get, what was it, like 28 songs?
Yeah.
And like now it's like, yeah, that's, who cares?
Just have it on my phone.
Yeah,
you just have
yeah.
thousands
Every
on your
other
phone.
Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
Yeah.
Kanye?
What about so much lately?
So much, dude. Is he
So
like
much.
done? Is he canceled?
No.
Is he officially canceled? He should be. For
I
the shit
worry
he's
about
done
Over and over and over.
over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like saying he's a Nazi, like
Selling.
The last couple of years have been
swastikas,
crazy.
like-
Yeah.
having his wife just be naked at the Grammys.
They're getting a
That's
divorce
less
now.
crazy than.
They're getting a divorce now?
Also
Not
not,
that
shocked.
surprised.
Yeah. The
He's going back to Kim.
no, I don't think Kim would go back to him,
That's-
but
That
She
could
should.
fix him.
that could fix him.
That could fix him.
Maybe.
I feel like he was doing a lot better when he was with Kim.
Yeah.
He was.
But yeah, he filmed his own commercial for the Super Bowl.
While getting a grill or
It
some
was-
shit.
Spent
It
all
was-
my money on the teeth.
Yeah, yeah. It was only for like local TV stations in like LA and whatever. But yeah, to promote his website that sells white T-shirts with swastikas on them. I wonder how much, like the resale value, hypothetically.
Get out of
if
here.
you
Do not buy one of those.
No, I think the website's down,
50.
but yeah. He's an investor.
Yeah. Buy 50, sell them at twice the price.
Yeah, I wonder how much they would be worth though for the people that bought them, because like yes, it's crazy, but it's a piece of history that like it's like, can you believe this is when Kanye sold T-shirts with swastikas on them?
You know what's crazy? Speaking of swastikas,
That's crazy transition.
I was in a bathroom today at a gas station.
Yeah.
Huge swastika right next to the urinal.
Yeah.
And somebody said, the only Nazis I like are dead Nazis. And I was just like, I remember why I don't take pees in bathrooms.
That's a good.
Where do you pee then?
Gas station bathrooms.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I took Maddie's car.
Yeah.
Because it's so cold. I don't want to take the Mustang all the way down
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh
And,
yeah.
I had to get gas for the first time
Sucks.
in like 8 months.
Sucks.
I was like, what the fuck do I do? Like,
Yeah.
where
Which
does this
button?
go?
Yeah.
Do you do 87 or 90? Like, what?
What? How's the battery in the cold? Is it fine? I mean, it's brand new, so I'm sure it's.
It's fine. Like, if
Be honest.
let's say
Don't give
today,
it the benefit of the doubt.
for everybody that's not Minnesotan, it's like negative
Cold as
10 out.
Fuck yeah.
Like feels like negative 30.
Yeah.
If I took the Mustang from my house down to here, I couldn't get back home without getting a charge.
Whoa.
Damn.
That's what, like a 2
At
hour
80%.
drive?
Yeah, 2 hours driving.
Damn.
So
You're
it's
that
like
far from
I
here.
wake up at 80%. Right now, I had 166 miles only.
Damn.
And I bet if I drove here, which is probably like 45 miles, instead of it being at 120 some miles, I'd be at like 50.
Damn. That's crazy.
So it's like the cold sucks.
Yeah.
But in the summer, it's great.
Is it going to be, I mean, over time, like the harsh winters to the summer to the harsh winters, like 3 years, I don't know why
You just gleeped.
I don't know why, but like in 3 years, is it going to be fine?
What do you mean?
Your battery?
I got a warranty.
Oh, yeah,
I
true.
got a 10-year warranty or
Oh, then
what,
you're
a
fine.
million miles or something.
Yeah, then you're golden.
Did that on purpose. I didn't want to. I said, this covers the battery. He goes, yeah. I'm like, sweet. I'm like, how much is that battery? He goes, 30 grand. I'm like, whoa.
Damn.
That's crazy.
But it's really
Probably
good in the
worth
snow.
it. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I was worried it wasn't going to be good in the snow.
It's all-wheel drive, right?
All-wheel drive, and it's heavy as fuck
Oh, right.
because of that battery. So
Yeah.
I've been surprised. And it's perfect. Like, Maddie works 10 minutes from home, so
Nice.
she loves days when I take her car. She's like, I can just take your car.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning. She goes, I'm taking your car, right? I'm like, fuck, fine. But dude, I miss my car.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever just drive Jane's
Oh,
car?
yeah.
And it's just like, where the fuck is where's my chapstick? It's supposed to
Yeah.
be here. It's not. Like, so annoying.
That's
Jean's
vital now.
car, like, always feels like it's going to break down. It's like an old Honda CRV.
I thought it was. Is it still doing okay?
Yeah, she just had to get her brakes done and a new caliper because it seized. But I mean, she's gonna get a new car come like July, a new used car because it's getting there. Same with my car. What do you drive,
2008 Toyota Camry.
Perfect.
It's getting there.
dude?
Yeah.
perfect.
Just try to save all my money and like
Yeah.
I'm not a car guy at all. Like I really have like if I had a really nice car it'd kind of be wasted on me, I feel like.
Yeah.
So it's
How many
just,
miles?
Like 273.
Yeah, I'm at 230 on my Toyota Rav4.
Yeah.
I love
just
that little
six.
car.
Racking it up.
It's
I'll-
perfect.
Yeah,
Toyotas are great.
Yeah, I'll drive it another like year or two and just kind of get what I can out of it because I'm focused on like the real estate side of things and growing that and growing the business. Like now that I have this house, goal is like it should appraise for like 4 to 4.25 once I'm done with it.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then that gives me enough. Yeah, it appraised at 300. So it
Yeah.
already gave me 37,000 of equity, which was really cool. And so it can get up
You
to like,
guys closed quick.
yeah, I got under contract like January 18th, 21st, then closed February 13th.
Damn.
Nice.
I wanted it
Edge?
right away. 3 base.
Oof.
I don't care at all. But
Brett?
so
Yeah. I'll probably be doing something with Matty B here at some point, though.
he's
I want
great.
to,
He's yeah.
have you had his hot
knowledge.
sauce?
Have I what?
Had his hot. Have you had his hot
Pause.
sauce?
I have not.
It's
but,
really good.
It is.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
be curious to try it sometime.
Yeah, it's fucking incredible. The you mentioned you like rap. What go through like a top 10 list of your favorite rappers?
Hold on. Do the Mount Rushmore. Top
Oh.
4.
Top
10.
four.
Yeah,
like
Top
my
4.
personal top 4?
Your
or
personal
like,
top 4. Mount Rushmore right there. What is it?
Like my favorite rappers or the
Yeah.
best rappers?
Favorite. I want to hear
favorite.
your favorite.
Mac Miller,
Love it.
Kendrick Lamar.
Love that.
Then I have to pick carefully. Kanye.
Ooh.
Then I find myself listening to a lot of Travis Scott.
Oh.
That's kind of
That was a curve. I didn't expect Travis Scott. I don't know who I expected. It just wasn't Travis Scott.
Definitely Mac Miller. Like that's. Have you seen my tattoo?
Yeah.
My thigh tat?
Yep.
The lotus is his neck lotus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not like exact, but it's pretty close.
I like Mac Miller. I didn't really like his new like experimental stuff, but like I don't know what the era of like Knock Knock.
Oh,
And
Kids.
Yeah. I thought that came around at a time when I was like, yes.
I needed
It was like
this.
a little underground, but also a little mainstream, so I wasn't embarrassed to like listen to it at the time. What about your like the Mount Rushmore of all time rappers? In your opinion, I know to like people would be like, oh, it's Wu-Tang and
Tupac.
Yeah.
and B.I.G.
Everyone has their own. It's hard because there's so many people from so many eras, and I
Yeah.
think like different artists have different like talents. Like one thing that I think like Juice WRLD is someone where like when it comes to freestyling,
Oh yeah,
you
it's
don't get
crazy.
any better than that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say he's one of the best rappers ever.
Have you heard of Harry Mack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, crazy freestyler.
Yeah.
Like that is legitimately the best ever. I would say. Sorry, but
Better than Eminem.
way better.
Yeah. Like Juice WRLD's better, can rap better than Eminem.
Eminem
There's
agreed to
this
that.
video where he freestyles for an hour straight.
Yeah, it was crazy on Westwood.
I couldn't even freestyle for 5 seconds.
If you
Yeah.
had some lyrics written for you, you probably could.
Well, then you're
Then you're Drake.
then you're Drake.
That's what everyone
Then you're
does.
Drake.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a video of Drake where he's like, all right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go in.
Yeah.
All right, guys, New York, not ready for this. And he's like scrolling on his phone. And then eventually.
His notes
he's like,
app?
Yeah, then
Yeah.
eventually he's like, all right, let's go. And then he starts rapping.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's just waiting on the text.
Yuck.
Did you see the game?
Mm-hmm.
They had this meme of like because all his freestyles are the exact same. It starts with like white rose, red ceiling, and like in every freestyle, and it's the same exact thing. So it cuts to, like every clip of him being like, "I'm about to spit the realest freestyle," and it's the same exact thing in every clip,
Like word for word.
word
the
for
whole thing.
word.
Holy shit.
It's so funny.
Just wrote one.
Like it's just the same rap every time. It's longer than that, but it starts out the exact same.
We
Fucking
had
incredible.
somebody freestyle on this podcast.
Really?
Oh, Forest
Yeah,
Green.
Forest Green.
Yeah,
Was it good?
Right in your seat.
you're sitting on them.
You saying I have to freestyle now?
Yeah.
Because I can't.
Okay. So, top 4. Sorry.
All time.
That's difficult. I feel like when you think of a modern day rapper, like the modern day Mount Rushmore is like the J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake. But when it comes to like when I think of Drake, that's more like commercial rap.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think of that as like the best writing.
Yeah.
I think like modern day, it's probably Kendrick. If you go back a little bit, then probably Kanye in that phase. Go back a little bit more, probably Eminem.
Yeah.
And then go back further, like Tupac.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty
probably
good.
something like that.
And then
That's actually pretty
Wu-Tang,
good.
and then yeah.
It's a tough question.
And then there's like, do you know
Yeah.
Black Thought from The Roots? Oh man.
I don't know like the Roots or like Wu-Tang. I don't know like the older stuff. as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I
You're
should go to the record store and pick up
Oh,
stuff.
dude, there's so much. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, I can't find any good new music. It's like there's like 30 or 40 years of music behind me that I haven't checked out. Like I should just go back and listen to all the stuff that like people are
1920s?
sampling now. No, shut up. Anyways, I wanted to touch on the Drake beef again. Oh, go ahead.
I want to talk about the national holidays today because there is some shitty
Hold on.
ones.
National holidays.
Every day there's a national holiday. There's like 3 or 4 every day.
Really?
We talk
like
about
actual like holiday?
Yep.
Like a real thing?
It's like, yeah, you'll see.
Okay, so today's national holidays are brought to you by the one and only Selfie Co. in Albertville, Minnesota. Shout out Selfie Co. Thank you so much. If you guys want to have your next birthday party there, please go out and support a local family.
Look at how white my legs are.
You are white.
Holy shit.
Today we're starting with National Arabian Horse Day. So shout out to all those Arabian horses. National Vet Girls Rise Day.
Say it again.
National Vet Girls Rise Day.
What
That's all
is
the
that?
information I got on that one.
Well,
I
hold
don't
on.
know.
Spell it. Is it 3 words?
VET
Space.
space GIRLS space RISE space day.
Okay.
It's like horse girls.
I think veterinarians maybe.
Okay.
Or
Horse girls.
Yeah.
or like
Just
It's like all the
sounds-
horse girls getting
it,
together.
Yeah.
It could be veterans,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
female
maybe.
veterans.
Sure.
So either way, shout out to all those vet girls. National Lash Day, as in eyelash day.
I have big eyelashes.
You do. I like them.
Yeah.
This might be the worst holiday of them all, though. National Chocolate Mint Day.
Yeah, I'm not a
chocolate mint.
huge
Not a chocolate mint
mint?
guy. I'm not a mint
Did you
guy.
see that Girl Scout cookies have heavy metals?
Yes.
Like
Fuck.
all of them.
We've been eating them like a ton lately too. Even last night, Felix had one. I'm like, he's dead.
Whoa, whoa,
He's dead.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
We all have heavy metals in us.
And plastic.
They did autopsies on brains recently for people who passed in 2024. They said the average brain has enough microplastic in it to form a spoon.
Yeah. And did you see the study that, like, they did a study on men who died from testicular cancer? All of them had microplastics in their testicles.
How they get in there?
They're just
Doing the testicuzzies?
I don't even know. I mean, you eat it, and I'm sure it just circulates throughout your body. And
You guys ever hear, or this is gonna get
go
weird.
ahead, Brady. Let it out.
We should stop talking about
Should
it.
we talk
Actually,
about something
Yeah.
that we have to bleep out just so it's...
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. There's a threshold where it's like, that'll make you look bad.
all right. Let's do a what if scenario.
Okay.
So, if you wake up tomorrow and had to start a completely new life with zero connections, what would you do first?
Do I have everything that I have now?
Yep, just don't have anybody in your contacts and can't talk to anybody you know.
I'd probably just continue fixing up the house. Like, I just kind of know that that's like a source where, like, that's kind of like a piggy bank. Like, once that's fixed up, I can use a HELOC and I have some cash to do stuff with. So I'll probably start there, and then in that time period, kind of start coming up with a plan. Like, all right, what am I doing? Like, I have nothing. What direction do I want to go in? And then take those months to start networking with people, kind of figure out, like, what do I need to go where I'm going? And then could use the HELOC to support some of that, or just continue with investing and just kind of do that full time maybe.
That's a really thought out answer,
Yeah.
actually. I was thinking more of like, I think I'm going to hop on a plane and go to like Kenya and just start my life over there.
Oh, you'd literally just start
You'd
your
be a
life
good
over.
runner.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody here, so it's like,
Oh, that's a
let's
good
just
point.
move somewhere. Thailand, something like that.
That is a really good. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. I didn't think
Why
about it
not?
like that.
Like, I'm not leaving anything behind here.
Yeah. It's a really good point. Yeah, I
So
was
now
gonna
top those two answers. Good luck.
say, like, if I'm trying to make connections, I mean, I would do the same thing now that I think about it. Just move to somewhere that I would want to live at.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say, get on social media and just start, adding people. I know those people are annoying, but I don't know.
I'm trying to find some more.
That's fine.
Do you have like a website you're scrolling?
ChatGPT.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Just for Jake.
Do you know that every time you use ChatGPT, it's like the equivalent of like running a light bulb for 4 hours and pouring out a bottle of water?
Wow. How does that work out?
I think because the like infrastructure uses so much heat that they have to use like water to cool it.
Oh, interesting. Well, you saw that Elon Musk just came out with his AI that's supposed to be like exponentially better than ChatGPT.
Did you also hear that Elon Musk wants to live stream him counting all the golden Fort Knox? Did you hear about that?
Oh, is he trying to make a point that they don't have gold at Fort Knox anymore and that they moved it to Europe?
He wants to audit it all and make sure there's actually like 5,000 pounds or whatever
Yeah.
they claim.
I mean, he wouldn't say that just because.
I think live streaming it is a little crazy.
Yeah.
Seems illegal too.
Yeah, I feel like you should just
maximum
like
security.
Yeah.
The government
code.
should audit that.
Yeah, I agree. It should. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't follow politics.
You don't have to-
anywhere
you don't have
near
to
as
get
much as I
political,
should.
Yeah, that was
like-
crazy question.
but-
Just put him
Why
on
is
the
that
spot.
crazy? Well, I mean, like, just auditing.
Republican or Democratic?
Yeah, who'd you vote for? I mean, auditing the government, I don't think is like a partisan. I think it's crazy. They were going to hire, I heard this somewhere, they're going to hire thousands of IRS agents to audit the citizens. But then when it comes to auditing the government, then everybody's up in arms and being like, what the fuck? Why would you? It's like, well, where's our money going? That's not that crazy to.
No.
I don't know.
No.
There's a lot of tax money.
Yeah.
And like
Crazy.
what do we
There's a lot
have?
of like what did they say? $4.7 trillion that have like no traceable record. Like they just don't know where it went.
I don't. It was a
offshore
crazy
bank
number.
accounts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like
Yeah.
literally, they don't know. And I don't even know if I want to say this, but I saw it today on TikTok. So don't believe everything you read on the internet, except on the pod gods. Just kidding. Don't. Musk, from all their savings, he wants to give everyone like $5,000.
Wait, say it. Musk what?
Wants to from all their Doge savings, from finding all the bullshit. He wants to give everyone $5,000 from all the money they're
Not
saving.
mad at that.
I doubt that's gonna actually
Yeah,
happen.
nothing's free. So
Yeah, I feel like that'll be like stimulus checks, right? Like everyone got those and they spent them,
And then inflation
debt
just-
went up.
yeah.
Like give everyone like 4 stimulus checks worth of money at once. Like people are gonna blow that immediately.
Yeah.
I'm going to the
Unfortunately.
casino. Like,
People, yeah, they thought
Double
that
it.
that would be like a spark to like all of a sudden the economy would start booming because they're spending it. When a lot of people ended up like, I forget, there was something like they spent. It was during COVID, so they spent it on like
food.
like baseball cards and just bullshit on Amazon, and it didn't do anything to the economy.
Except Amazon, probably.
Amazon, yeah, there was like 4 major businesses that it's like the biggest transfer of wealth in U.S. history.
Really.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A lot of shady shit from the government. Just
There's
period.
always been.
There always, yeah,
It's just more
exactly.
transparent now.
Seems like anyone with money does shady shit.
Yeah.
Like a lot of money.
Yeah.
How much money do we really need? You
8
guys ever
million.
think about that? 8 million, that's it? Very
That-
specific.
What about a year? A year.
Like, how much money do you need to make a year to be like, my life's good?
I mean, I feel like I could be fine off of like 60, 50. Like I could live off of not a whole lot. Like I think a lot of happiness comes from what you do with your life. Like I don't need to go spend 10 grand on a vacation to feel happy. Like I would love, like if I sell 40 houses in a year, I'm going to Europe and I'm just going to be there forever and blow a ton of money. And I think that'd bring
Crazy
a lot of
statement.
happiness. It'd be fun.
I love it, though.
Hold on, keep going though. Bring a lot of happiness and what?
I think it'd bring a lot of happiness, but I don't think that that's like maybe what would make me happiest. And I also think there's other ways to like be just as happy, like spending $50 or spending no money at all.
Yeah.
So 60K.
Is
Yeah.
That's doable.
what about ideal though? Like, if you had to pick a number, like,
I think you just picked that number, 60K.
so you would pick
Yeah.
60K is when you'd be your happiest with, your most
Oh.
comfortable.
Well, I guess like if I'm doing like minimum, like I'm trying to just like make as little as possible, but like live life. Like I feel like 60, because that's an amount where like you can get outside every day and do shit and like just be in nature or like have a garden or just like listen to a
I
lot
mean, you
of
can
vinyl
do that
records.
poor. You can do that making 20,000 a year, being
Yeah.
out in nature and stuff.
Yeah. I
just want to
think,
preface,
like,
if you make 20 grand a year, don't think you're poor. Don't listen to Jake.
That is poor.
Don't be nice.
Be
everyone
nice to
starts
who?
at a different place though, you know?
I used to make less than that. It sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather be. I don't know, but
So if you had a really nice house, you were able to live. If you wanted to go buy something, you'd be like, yeah, I'll go buy it. What's that amount?
For round numbers, probably 120, like 10
Yeah.
grand a month. Like I feel like that's enough where, like in that previous example, like 5K a month, like have nothing extra, but I'm still able to like kind of do certain things and like just kind of find happiness in like,
yeah.
you know, like not spending 5 grand on this vacation, but like spending $500 and like starting a garden and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So I think doubling that and having like 10 grand a month, like that's enough to then have like a nicer house, a nicer car, a nicer this, a nicer that. And then also like every couple months go on that $5,000 vacation.
Yeah.
And like, I think that would be a lot of fun. Like I intend to work and keep trying to grow my wealth, but I think I don't necessarily need all of it.
Yeah.
And then the 8 million number is, I read somewhere that like somewhere between 5 and 7 is like generational wealth. So like your grandkids are good, like they can feel the effects of the money you made. I just said 8 million because I feel like
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like also by the time I'm like 40, 50, 60, whatever, like it's going to need to be 8 million as opposed to 5 or 7 or whatever, just with inflation and everything.
yeah.
So that's like a number where like I feel like if you have 8 million in assets somewhere, like you've done it.
You're
Yeah.
good. You beat the game.
Yeah, like what's next to that point? Like you've created generational wealth. Like you can create more. You can become a centimillionaire and make 100 million, but
So what? I
But
mean,
why?
if money doesn't like what fuels you then?
What's your
challenge.
why?
Challenge.
I just like challenge, I guess. Like I think like making money is a fuel, but I see it as more of like the challenge than the actual
Okay.
dollar.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
it
I
makes
like
sense.
figuring out puzzles and taking on challenges. Like my house is just like a huge challenge. It's like, all right, let's figure out how to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm not handy. Like I've never done anything with the house, and I just bought a burr and I'm just ripping it apart and doing stuff.
Are you just YouTubing everything? Yeah.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
you can these days. Yeah. That's cool.
What's
Yeah.
your number, Jake?
Probably, yeah. I mean, to be comfortable and not too greedy, I would say like same as you, like 10 grand a month. I could live off of easily. I could live off of 60 also, but I feel like happiest and comfortable would be at least 120. I don't know. What about you?
I'm gonna sound like a douche.
34
30
million.
No. I was thinking like 20K a month, like 240. Just under, like right around 250, 200
Yeah.
to 250,000. Like if I made that a year,
Yeah, that's
and
not.
if I could
yeah.
find do half of that or more than half of that passively, and just spend a lot of time with my family and my friends, like that's
that would be nice. Just
that's
have
my goal. Like,
money
You're
make
spending
itself.
that 20K.
how am I spending it?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
God, that is a good question. I mean, like
what are you doing with that extra 10 grand that we don't have right now?
we're getting a bigger house, or we want to build a house next
Mm-hmm.
year, so that's going to cut into it. So our mortgage is going to go up.
What are you going to do with your current house?
Rent it. That's the plan right now, unless we need to sell it for some reason. But plan on renting it. The extra like 10 grand I'd have a month. Maddie wants a new car. I'd get her Wrangler she wants, so she can have that. She can be a happy girl. I'll be a happy guy. And then just like be able to do whatever we want. Like, hey, let's go to the bar at 2 p.m. and play pull tabs just cause, or let's go take my mom and dad to the casino for the night, or let's go to
do
Manny's.
that now.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's your life right now. Like, what?
But I want to be able to do it more comfortably,
Yeah,
and be
it's
like, okay, I don't need
not
to
on the
work
back of
this
your
week
head,
because I
like,
don't
fuck.
need to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd love to get to that point too. Trying to.
I feel like
get
we
into investments
all
a little
want
more.
to, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I
feel
could
like-
just make 10 grand a month passively, I'd be like, fuck,
Mm-hmm.
thank God.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like the goalpost just gets pushed? Even like you get there and then you're like, oh, if I need 10 more.
Mm-hmm.
You just keep, which I guess is good because once you get to a goal, you're setting a new goal. But I don't know.
At what point do you
Is
just
enough
not?
enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, if we could build this house and have 6 acres surrounded by the woods with a nice new house,
Yeah.
I don't need to go any higher than that. I don't.
Do you have a builder picked out?
I think I'm going to go with Rocky Haven Homes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal right now, or plan.
Can you hunt on that land? That'll be
And
nice.
it's next to my parents who have like 15 acres.
Mhm.
So
Oh, I thought it was
Next to
on
it, or-
there.
it is.
Oh, they're gonna
it's-
like subdivide it for you.
It already is. So they bought their
Oh.
new house has 2 parcel IDs. So
That's
they'd
cool.
gift us the other one, and then we'd be able to build.
Wow.
And then we can. I was talking with Seamus or Ben. I can use the value of the land as a down payment.
Wow.
Oh yeah, because it's gifted, and then you just have instant equity.
And I'm like, what? So
That's cool.
that is cool.
So how many acres would you get?
6.
Wow. That's so sick.
That is cool.
Yeah. So that's the goal. And I'm like, I am so incredibly blessed to have that opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be like, oh, my parents are rich, but like so cool to have
Yeah.
that opportunity be something for me and Maddie and our family, and be able to just be like, hey, kids, go see your grandparents. Like that is,
There's nothing worse than the people that try and make their life sound worse than it actually is. Like,
well, like my life is, I love where
I
I'm
know.
at right
That's
now,
that's
like-
what I'm saying. Like people that I don't know if you guys have, like, especially in Edina growing up. It's like chill.
Edina.
No, I was gonna say like the people that to fit in with other people, they would purposely make it sound like their life wasn't as great as it actually was to relate to people who maybe are less fortunate.
It's like,
give me a break.
Me and Maddie have talked about this multiple times. It's like, do we want to get to a point where we're wearing Gucci and all this?
No,
Like,
that's
I'm
not
like,
you.
Maddie, I wear.
She said she wanted to?
No, she's like, would you? I'm like, no, Maddie, I go to Target and I
Yeah.
pick out my whole outfit for the next 8 months.
Yeah.
And then 8 months later, I do it again. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fine spending $100 on eight outfits. Like, that's all I need.
Yeah.
Go to Plato's Closet.
Yeah,
Get a
like
lot of good
exactly.
shit.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't need that.
Yeah, wow,
I
Plato's Closet. I haven't been there in forever.
Oh, it's great.
yeah.
Went there on like Black Friday, got like 20 things for like $80 or something.
Yeah.
Burlington around Christmas time. Burlington Coat Factory. Check it out.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Nordstrom Rack.
Nordstrom Rack is really
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I don't need all that. Like, that's not what makes me happy. What makes me truly happy is being able to go home and just hang out with Maddie or go and hang out with my family or my friends. Like, that's, I just want to get to a point where I can just do that as much as possible.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the grind phase
That's
now.
the
I mean,
rat
us
race.
being young,
Yeah.
22, 23, like it's time to put your head down, nose the grindstone, work, and then pick your head up when you're 30 and like, oh shit, like I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want kids?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many?
2.
Fuck yeah. Damn right.
One
You
of
heard
each.
that?
One of each.
Maddie?
I think I have names picked out too.
Same.
What?
Weird names. Kiari.
Ooh.
and
That's cool.
Onyx.
Onyx. Like the
Onyx.
Pokemon?
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about
How do you
the
spell
rock.
it?
Onyx.
Yeah.
Like the Pokemon.
Yeah. Still cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think those are both you could use for whatever gender.
Yeah.
So you don't have to plan like
Say
I need a
Kiari?
boy. Yeah.
That's a cool name. How do you spell it?
I haven't decided.
Kiari?
C.
Oh, C?
No, I'm
I
just
would do-
fucking.
Oh, I
don't
was like,
know.
that's a curveball.
You could do Kiyari. Make it a little weird.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Or Key.
Yeah. What about you?
Azalea
That's a cool name too.
and Bo,
Bo?
because we met at the Bow line.
Oh, that's cool.
That was Maddie's idea.
Is
Like
Bo
B-O
short for
or-
something?
BEAU? Huh?
Oh yeah, Bo.
Bo.
Is that okay? Is that short for something?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Bo.
Do
Boner.
you have a
Oh.
Bo?
Can't name your kid that.
That kid's gonna get teased.
Oh, fuck. And his initials are going to be BJ, just like
Oh
mine.
yeah, he's fucked.
Mine are BJ.
Oh, do you have a girlfriend?
Mhm.
You do.
Yeah.
She's
we've
sweet. She's awesome.
When the hell? We didn't even just. When did you guys meet?
End
Yesterday.
of 2023. End of 23.
End of okay. How'd you guys dating app or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hinge.
Yeah. What does she do?
She is a behavioral therapist for nonverbal autistic kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
She does that 8 to 4, and then we go to the house and start working on stuff together.
She
So,
love it.
yeah,
Did you
she
buy it
loves
together?
It's all under my name, and then she's kind of free labor. She's going to work on it, and then we're going to kind of figure out equity.
Okay.
Like, I think she would also be down to get into a flip after, so then it could just be kind of take the HELOC, put all the cash into a flip, and then you'll get X% of that when we sell.
Yeah.
Or just kind of something along those lines.
For the hours you worked or something.
Yeah.
Does she? So she wants kids then.
Mhm.
Okay. Any plan to pop the question, or are you thinking marriage? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to show her this now because I don't want to reveal too much.
Don't reveal
No,
anything.
no, we
Okay.
won't. We can talk about it.
Or we can
cameras
cut.
off.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
just cut it.
Okay.
But just tell me
Because now we got to cut how many things?
like 3 things.
2.
I'll know when
The
I'm
orange
editing
juice.
it.
The orange
This-
juice.
The
and
dab.
this-
Unless you want the dab in there, I don't give a fuck. Smoking is like a rocket ship. You go straight up. Edibles is like a plane taking off. That's how I picture
Speaking
it.
of planes, did you see that one in Toronto?
Dude,
The
everywhere.
Minneapolis to Toronto.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nobody
know.
hurt or nobody killed?
Nobody killed. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of injured people, right? Like 17 went to the hospital or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's also like a lot of them that were like, yeah, I'm hurt. It's like
Yeah.
get in a bag. But
Because
Um,
they're saying it's a pilot error.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Did you see the crash?
I heard this flight pilot that's like super good.
yeah.
He's like, He's 99.9% sure it was a pilot error because they were coming down and descending so fast.
Yeah.
That what he should have done is went full throttle and
took
went
back
around
off.
and tried again.
I saw that. You saw the crash, right?
And I mean, they hit.
It looked like they were going down like slowly, and then all of a sudden a downwind or something, and then it just like
Boom.
flattened. Yeah.
And then that right landing gear just
It was
collapsed.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
glad everyone's okay. Thank God.
Yeah,
I heard
that
there was
looked
another
nuts.
plane crash in Arizona today. Smaller.
Yeah, I think,
Dude.
didn't some
Sorry.
celebrity like die from a plane crash recently?
Kobe Bryant.
That was a helicopter.
Recent. I thought there was something like yesterday that I
Oh,
saw.
really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard to keep up. There's been a lot of planes crashing.
It's just terrible. I don't want to get in a plane.
I forgot I had some things real
Did you?
quick.
Do you have to get on a plane anytime soon?
No, funny you
really?
should say that though. My mom's a flight attendant, and
What does she think?
So I was casually just trying to talk to her about it, like, "Hey, Mom, aren't these plane crashes crazy?" She hasn't seen any, by the way, 'cause she just watches mainstream media, doesn't scroll or anything. And I was telling her about it, and I'm like, "I know, there's been like 60 or 70 crashes this year around the world." And her immediate, just to like talk back and forth, her immediate response was like, "You need to stop worrying. You're always worrying about planes." I'm like, "No, but you're a flight attendant, and I just wanted your opinion." And she took it as like, "Oh, I need to calm my son down instead of just have a conversation."
Mm-hmm.
Drove me nuts.
You do get nervous about planes, though.
Yeah, but not to a point. Like if I have a flight, I'll be nervous at the airport. If I like right now, I wouldn't be like nervous talking about airplanes. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
No, I do know what you mean.
You one of those Xanax guys for flights?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the 4 flights I've been on with this guy,
I'm good after it
Xan
takes
every
off
time.
usually.
Zans, and then he's like, "All right, we're gonna hit turbulence here, and we're gonna hit it here."
The turbulent radar.
Do you just
even-
pass out like entirely when you take a Xan?
No, when you're like already nervous, like everything's heightened like up here. It brings me down to like normality.
But weren't you like? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Weren't you addicted to Zans at one point? Like was that
I was.
Was that your main drug that you were addicted to, or was it
No,
more like?
I took Xanax for a long time, but I would say like my main depends on the era, but like opiates were probably like my main one that I loved.
How do you get into that?
I think my main introduction was like my buddy had cancer and he was prescribed oxys. And so like we'd be like, "Hey, let's go to a movie." And he'd be like, "Here, do you want one?" And we'd both take it and just watch a movie and just be on oxys. And so that was like my
Most
first,
Edina thing ever.
what?
Just going
Pills
to a
are
movie
expensive.
on Oxy, yeah.
I
Well,
feel
he
like
had
it'd be an
cancer.
Edina thing if
We'd
they
be
were doing,
licking
like,
toads up in Elk River.
You said toads?
It was a joke.
People do toads.
I
Mike
know.
Tyson, the toad venom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
I read a
crazy.
story once of some dude that got bored in like Arizona, so he smoked a scorpion,
How was
or,
that?
like scorpion tail. I heard he got very high.
Dude, when I was
Let's try it.
when I was in rehab, one of the guys there, they would give us nicotine patches because a lot of the kids that were addicted to nicotine and smoked cigarettes. One of the kids there he tried to smoke the nicotine patch. Fucking dumb. That made me think of that. I don't know.
Smoke the plastic.
How would you
Yeah,
even
like
do
he
that?
rolled it up. It wasn't plastic. It was like a Band-Aid, like that same material, and he tried to, fucking idiot. Also, I wrote down that I've been too negative about loan officers and realtors lately. They're just trying to grind and feed their family. Just came to me as I was editing. I'm like, dude, I'm so harsh on. It's just because I'm friends with so many of them on Facebook that it's just oversaturated with like closing, spring market, this, that, new mortgage program. I just want to be like, shut the fuck up.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what gets put out there is kind of the same.
Yeah.
That's maybe why I've kind of shied away from social media, is kind of like I don't want to feel like I'm putting out an ad over and over again, and then something that I've been thinking about doing now. I think I brought it up, but like with Zelly, just doing like walkthroughs of investment properties and just kind of providing value that way. And then, you know, like what Maddie V says, just have a hook. Like, you don't want to make a lot of money, do you? And then just walk through the house and
Yeah.
kind of break down the numbers and stuff like that. Like, I think things providing value, like a Monday market update is like there's a lot more value than that than posting like closing and like that's all I post. But I just do that so I'm out there doing something. Yeah, because otherwise people just think I don't sell houses at all.
That's why I thought
gotta have that social proof. Yeah.
Yeah, or like a picture at the closing table or something.
Yeah.
I think there was one more thing. That may have been it, honestly. I sometimes during the week I just take notes of stuff that I need to think about.
Yeah, look, right on Twitter. Breaking: Elon Musk is considering sending all U.S. taxpayers $5,000 checks. I feel like that wouldn't be good for the economy.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'd have to look at it.
It'd be interesting to see.
I feel like he says. I feel like the stuff that he says, he's thought about. Like, he's not dumb. You can't say he's dumb, but he's also like wants to be cool and accepted. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a huge thing I've noticed is like he wants to be the cool guy. And I get it, but it's like, dude, just, I don't know.
Are you wearing a cardigan?
Yeah. You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last?
I got this
whoa, you gotta ask him the question.
Oh, I would. Yeah. All right. Last question. How do you want to be remembered when you're gone?
Oh, I guess I haven't thought about that. I'd like to think I have a lot of years left.
It's a good thought. You're 23.
Yeah, hopefully. How do I want to be remembered? Probably. I mean, a simple answer is just as I was. Like, I don't want people to think I'm this when I wasn't. Like, I don't want people to think like, oh, he's a great snowboarder. Can't fucking snowboard. Like, just something like that, you know?
You die and we're at your funeral like, I'll always remember his snowboarding tricks.
Yeah. But I just think, like, I don't know. I just think if they remember me the way I am, and then you just have whatever emotions based on that, like, I think that's all you can ask for. Like, it would be cool to be remembered, like, in a positive light and, like, be viewed with rose-colored glasses, but no one's perfect. Everyone does shit. Like, I'm going to wrong someone at some point in time, and I'm going to die, and they're going to be like, fucking finally. Ugh. But, like, other than that, like, just if people kind of, I don't know, just kind of view me as I am.
I love that answer. I think that might be my favorite answer.
It's a good answer.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the criminals who do some horrific thing, and the mom's always like, he was such a good kid. And it's like, really? Because he just murdered 4 people in cold blood. Nathan, thank you for being on. Really appreciate it.
Where can they find you? Beat you.
Find you.
Social media, shoot me a text, 651-363-1793.
He's putting his number out there.
I love that.
Putting it
Bold.
out there.
Get this guy some deals.
Yeah.
Please.
See you next week.
See you next Monday, maybe with a pet groomer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, bye.
Suspenseful.